Today I'm going to finish off my series of walks exploring the Dove Valley. Today's walk starts at the old station car park at Alsop. I'm going to follow the Tissington trail all the way down to Thorpe. From Thorpe I'm going to make my way into Dovedale. Then I'm going to follow the River Dove up to Milldale and then make my way back across to Alsop. On the way I'll probably stop off at Tissington and have a look around the village. It's an incredibly windy day today, and this first bit from the station car park down to Tissington, I think I'm going to have a go at running it. I expect it might be quite busy with cyclists as well. Arrived Tissington. That's about 4.5 kilometres from Alsop. It's took me let me have a look, 24 minutes, and there's an information board here about the old station. Well, whilst I'm here I think I'm going to wander into the village and have a look around it. Well, up on the left is Tissington Hall. Shall go and take a closer look. And this is the village church. Well, this window looks Romanesque in design. Whether it actually dates back to that period from an earlier part of the building, I don't know. Well, as I thought, the church is locked up, so I can't go inside. Well, that concludes my look around the village of Tissington, and it's time to make my way back to the trail and head towards Thorpe. Well, I'm now approaching the old railway bridge over the A515. Well, there's another information board here about the Fenny Bentley cutting. Well, we've arrived at Thorpe on the Tissington trail, so I'll be carrying on a little bit further to come off on a footpath to take me down towards the village. Well, there's some information here about the mileages. It was 3 miles according to this from Alsop to Tissington, and that's what I made it out to be about. And then from Tissington to Thorpe, 1.5 miles. And now it's time to leave the trail, get on some public footpaths to Thorpe village. Well, after crossing a field, we're now on a minor track. The prominent hill in the distance is Thorpe Cloud, and that's where I'm heading to. Well, I didn't go right into the village centre. I've kind of come round the outskirts of Thorpe, and I can show you on this map. I came down the Tissington trail and then across these fields, past the firs, down Stony Lane, down here, and I'm now here. And from here I'm going to head to Dovedale and the stepping stones. On my left is Thorpe Cloud, and there's a path up to the top, and there'll be a view as well. It's blowing a gale. Well, this is the view back towards Thorpe, and as I pan the camera around, I think I can see the Isaac Walton Hotel over there, and then that's Dovedale at that side. Well, I'm going to wander over to the other end and I'll probably get a better view into Dovedale. Well, I'm now looking towards Dovedale, so shortly I'll be heading down. I'll be coming down Lindale and then to the stepping stones. Well, that's better. Bit of a shelter at this side of the hill. Below me is Lindale, and that's where I'm going to follow the path down into Dovedale. A view back up to Thorpe Cloud. Just descended the path there, and now I'm going to come down Lindale to the stepping stones. Well, here we are at the stepping stones in Dovedale, and as you can see, it's quite busy. I've just done over 7 miles, but that does include the walk around Tissington. Well, the next stop now is Milldale. It can't be much more than 3 miles away, if that. Just when you think that walking by the river's going to be completely flat, these are the steps up towards Lover's Leap. Well, from Lover's Leap you can look across to the rocks opposite, marked on the map as the 12 Apostles. The rocks on my right are the Tissington spires. Just up from the banks of the River Dove, there's a natural stone arch as you head towards Reynard's Cave, which we're going to go up to now. Well, this is the entrance to the cave. I'm not too sure how far it goes back, but we'll go and have a peek inside. Well, Reynard's Cave wasn't that impressive. It didn't go back very far at all, but there is another cave up here with lots of cracks, and there's a bit of a hole here. If I go in and have a look, now that looks like you can crawl back there if you so wished, but I won't be doing that, certainly. Well, from the cave you get a better view, I think, of the arch. Well, I think this rock on the right here is known as Lionhead's Rock for its resemblance to a lion's head. I'm not sure about that. On my left is Ilham Rock and a footbridge across the river. That will take you to Alsop. According to this finger post here, it's 1.25 miles to Milldale. That's probably a better view of the rock. This is Dove Holes, and you can see the holes in the limestone rock and view down to the River Dove. Well, I've arrived now. Milldale Viators Bridge. I've just had a short break at Milldale. I crossed over the bridge, but now I've got to come back across the bridge to head back towards the car at Alsop Station. Well, as I've climbed the bank outside of Milldale, I'm now looking across to Ogstonfield. Unfortunately I can't see the church as it's behind the trees in the distance. From this vantage point on the way back to the car, I now get a view down towards Wolfscottdale. Well, according to that finger post, I'm about half a mile away from the car now. It's been a windy day today. I've had some rain, but it hasn't been too cold, so I haven't bothered with a coat. The walking's been relatively easy. Certainly the Tissington trail, that's an easy walk, run or cycle if you prefer to do it that way. However, the walk up the River Dove to Milldale was undulating in parts. By the time I get back to the car, I'll have done possibly around about 12 miles, but that includes all the detours, the walk around Tissington, the walk up Thorpe Cloud, and the exploration of the caves. I think if you cut all that out, you could do it in 10.5 miles.